FIU's 2017 home opener, which had been scheduled for Saturday against Alcorn State, will not be played this weekend. "We are monitoring the situation and looking at all options," FIU Athletic Director Pete Garcia said. FIU lost its season opener last week at Central Florida, 6,117. The Panthers' next game is at 3:30 p.m. September 16 at Indiana. The open dates for FIU October 21 and Alcorn State October 28 do not coincide. It is possible the teams could play on December 2, after their regular season schedules are done. Walter Villarapp Top 25 poll. Florida State slipped all the way from number 3 to the number 10 in the Associated Press college football poll after losing to Alabama and losing quarterback Dion DeFrancois to a season-ending injury. The Crimson Tide is number 1 again, securing 60 of 61 first-place votes in the first top 25 of the regular season. Ohio State remained number 2 in the Meteor poll and received the other first-place vote. Defending champion Clemson moved up to number 3, Penn State is number 4 and Oklahoma moved up to number 5. Southern California slipped 2 spots to number 6 after playing a tighter-than-expected game against Western Michigan. Washington is number 7 and Michigan moved up 11 spots to number 8 after it beat Florida. The Gators dropped 5 spots to number 22. Florida State was number 3 in the preseason poll and lost an opening week showdown with Alabama, 247. Francois went down with a knee injury late in the game. The Seminoles must now turn to freshman quarterback James Blackman to start this week against Louisiana Monroe. Many app voters said they would not have dropped FSU as far on their ballots had Francois not been injured. ESPN's Rece Davis said he would have had the Seminoles no lower than number 3 without the injury to Francois. "I have them at a shaky 7 now, solely because their defense is filthy," Davis said. Jason Galloway of the Wisconsin State Journal dropped Florida State 4 spots to 7th on his ballot this week and said the Francois injury was not a factor. "It'll allow FSU's play on the field to drop them rather than simply assuming they'll be worse without Francois," he said. Elsewhere, Black Small Square Central Florida UCF has moved its home football game against Memphis up a day to Friday night as a precaution to avoid any potential disruption by Hurricane Irma. The American Athletic Conference opener for both teams was originally scheduled for Saturday night. Black Small Square Texas A&M Regent Tony Bootsby called for coach Kevin Sumlin to be replaced after the Aggies squandered a 34-point third-quarter lead in a loss to UCLA. Black Small Square Maryland starting quarterback Tyrrell Pigroom is sidelined for the season after tearing his right ACL in the Terrapins' upset of Texas. True freshman Horsham Hill will take over. Black Small Square UConn. The university and coach Randy Edsall are appealing a ruling by the state's ethics office that the school violated Connecticut's ban on nepotism by hiring Edsall's son, Corey, as an assistant coach. Black Small Square Notre Dame. The NCAA has denied the Fighting Irish's final appeal to allow Navy transfer Ellery Gilman to play this season. He'll be eligible to play in 2018. Late Monday. Black Small Square No. 25 Tennessee 42, Georgia Tech 41. John Kelly scored the tying touchdown in regulation on an 11-yard run with 129 remaining, and then added 2 more TD runs in overtime as the Volunteers rallied from a pair of 14-point deficits in the second half and stopped a 2-point conversion in the second overtime to stun the Yellow Jackets, despite giving up 5 rushing touchdowns to Taquin Marshall and getting thoroughly dominated statistically late Monday night.